shut up, dude. Gotta check this camera again. Anyway, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1. Salakia. Camera shut off, man. This is fucking crazy, man. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1. But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Make sure it's on. See, that whole time the camera was on. Anyway, I'm gonna just keep preaching. Whatever happened. That's Satan right there. That's the same thing that happened last week, man. These demons keep fucking with brothers, man. But anyway, I'm gonna keep reading. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night, man. So Christ gonna come as a thief when you least expect it. But not for the elect, because we know the signs of the times. Alright? So he's talking to who? The brethren, man. The brothers in Yahawashi. We know what time frame we living in, man. We know America's on its way out. We don't got no hopes or dreams or aspirations for this place. Because this place is going to fall. And it's going to fall hard, man. And these elites of this society, they showing you all these dystopia films, and these people ain't picking up on it, man. All these films are talking about the end times. How you doing?
Hey, how are you? I'm Paul.
How you doing, Paul? So you know what time period we're living in, Paul?
End times.
Okay. You know the Rfid chip, martial law, which, I mean, if anybody can't see this, then
This is the
Baltimore, Ferguson,
Yep.
Jade 15, Obama passed the NDAA, the NDRP,
What's the NDAA?
the National Defense Authorization Act. So basically, it destroys your 4th, your 5th, and your 6th Amendment rights.
Right.
So they don't need a warrant to search you. They don't have to give you a public trial, and they don't have to bring you in front of no grand jury.
You know what's funny, man? I'm Paul, by the way.
Yeah, you gave me a pound. My hands are dirty.
I just got out of class, so I'm a little tired, but no, where I grew up, the woman across the street had survived the concentration camps. She was a non-Jew. Right. And her father spoke up against Hitler. He was a professor, so he was intelligent. Right. He would speak up against Hitler before Hitler took over. Right. And as soon as Hitler took over, then not only did they took him and his wife, but they took all of the girls.
Right.
You know, and Gita was really beautiful. So basically, what they did was they pulled out all of her teeth, and she serviced the SS officers.
Gotcha.
That's the only way she survived. But basically, she said, I can see in the United States that they're taking our rights away.
You want to be on camera?
No.
Oh, no, okay.
No. But basically, like, you know, this whole thing now with the Kardashians and Bruce Jenner and all that shit is just to get us to look away.
Yeah, it's a distraction. And so, you know the Bruce Jenner thing? You used to look at Married with Children. They brought it out on YouTube. Roy Jones, he looked at a woman. He said, aren't you Bruce Jenner? She's like, no. And then the other NFL player was like, hey, aren't you Bruce Jenner? Talking to a woman. So that whole thing is a ritual. Right. Even Family Guy, they said Bruce Jenner is really a beautiful woman who has a vagina, blah, blah, blah. Right. So this thing was planned. That whole thing was planned.
A long time ago, yep.
So they basically trying to feminize men. They trying to get more people to accept that.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about this guy, he was literally Captain America in his day.
Yep. No, but the whole thing is with the Illuminati is they give little hints just like that.
Yeah.
And they tell you what they're going to do.
Yeah.
They're like, we're going to do this next.
Right.
And people aren't catching on. But the whole thing is it was all orchestrated, because the thing is even if he really wanted to do it by himself, the Kardashians wouldn't have let him do it without setting it up and making it look like it was planned and making it look like there was purpose and that he's doing this for other transgender children. Right. Could give a hoot. Right. But the whole thing is they're not going to allow their brand to be destroyed.
Right.
By one person.
Right.
The thing is so this is on YouTube?
It's on YouTube. You can look it up. So that's how we know this is all a ritual.
Right.
Like you said, the elites, they'll show you certain things. They call it hidden in plain sight.
Right.
Which means they'll show you what they're about, but you got to be spiritual enough.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you if you saw the Twin Towers on the $20 bill.
Yeah. If you have you ever saw the Illuminati icon in 1995?
No.
The Twin Towers being destroyed is on it. It says it's called terrorist news.
Really?
The Pentagon being destroyed is on it.
Right.
Oil spills is on it. Saddam Hussein, the card is on it.
Right.
Backlash. You see like a black guy in a suit, and you see like people throwing things at it. And that's Obama.
Right.
Because basically that card is saying he came on the scene, giving hopes and promises, and people, when they really found out what he was about, they dismissed him, man. You can see that now. So this whole thing was set up.
Right.
And the end game, according to Aaron Russo, I don't know if you know who that is. He's the director of Lethal Weapon. When he died, he's a Native American. He was friends with Nicholas Rockefeller. Nicholas Rockefeller told about 9/11 11 months before it happened, right? And Nicholas Rockefeller said we're going to have a war in the Middle East. Aaron Russo said, who are you going to be fighting against? He said, nobody. We're going to make somebody up, blah, 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 blah. We're going to secure the oil pipelines in Iraq, Afghanistan, and then our main goal is to hit Iran. And he said, the end game, and he said, listen, you guys control everything. What is your goal? He said, our final goal is to get everybody microchip. Right, that's the end game.
You know it's already been approved by the
FDA, it's in Obamacare. That's why Obamacare is mandatory.
Right.
People, I mean, I'm surprised the average American can't see that.
Right.
Why would you force health insurance on everybody? And if you don't get health insurance, the IRS come looking for you, man.
Right.
I mean, people gotta wake up, man. People talk about this is the home of the brave and the free. You gotta be out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? This is what they call draconian law.
Right.
The IRS and health insurance got nothing to do with each other.
Right.
But the reason why they're making it mandatory is because a microchip is in that bill, and they trying to promote it like a good thing. Like if you get a heart attack.
I'm listening, but tell me about this.
Well, America in the Bible is Babylon.
Right.
It said it's spiritually Sodom and Egypt. When you read in the Bible, it tells you that Babylon, America, is going to make war with the kings of the East.
Right.
Which is now.
Right.
And they said that they captured the whore, which is Babylon, because all nations come here to do business. This place influenced all nations around the world, to what they call the land of opportunity. It says they captured the whore and they burnt her with fire. Because the war that's coming, I'm going to read some scriptures. The war that's coming is going to be a nuclear war.
Right.
Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. Actually start from 9, but I'm going to start with Revelation 11 and 14.
Y'all can't call me David.
What? Oh. Revelation 11:14. The second woe is past. Woe is war. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. The third war. The Bible talks about 3 wars in the book of Revelation. When you read Revelation 9, it says the first woe, and 2 woes cometh thereafter. Revelation 11 says the second woe, and the third woe cometh quickly. Now read 16 and 12. Revelation chapter 16, verse 12. And the 6th angel poured out his veil upon the great river Euphrates. You know where Euphrates is at?
Yep.
Where? Iraq.
Right.
And the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Prepared for what? War. There's 7 angels in the book of Revelation. When the 7th angel blows trumpet, that means Christ is coming back.
Right.
We're between the 6th and the 7th angel right now.
Right.
That's why all that commotion is in Iraq right now. America's there, Russia's there, all these nations, they getting ready for the Third World War. That's why Isaiah said, Isaiah 9 and 5. Isaiah chapter 9 verse 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. When ancient armies meet each other, they'll clash. You know, he hit you with the axe, you hit him with the sword, blah, blah, blah. There's confused noise.
Right.
And garments rolled in blood. You cut a dude head off, his blood is spray on your garment.
Right.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. The war that's coming,
Right.
it's gonna be a nuclear war. That's why you ever read the Apocrypha, the part of the Bible they took out?
No.
The Bible destruction group? You ever heard of it?
No.
Oh, you gotta get that, man.
No, see, the thing is this right here. I grew up in Hartford, Connecticut.
Right.
My own neighbor was Italian and Jew.
What are you, Italian?
I'm part Italian. Okay. The thing is, Italian and Jamaican, Italian and black. My best friend was Tyrone. Mostly his family all the time.
Right.
You know, from like kindergarten on, I'm the youngest of 11, so Mrs. McGee would be like, let's take off, let's take off. My parents were like, great, you know? But the thing is Tyrone's father,
No, I'm listening. Just gotta make sure this playing. Right.
all his uncles, his grandfather, and said, we're going to tell you the truth. We're going to tell you about other history that you'll never hear of. They would tell me this. You know what I mean? My mom was also a Indian. So the thing is they would tell me the thing that this government did to the Mohawks, to the blacks, the way things really work. You know, so I've always loved history, but I've always looked at it. You know, this history is told by the victors. Who's the victors in America? European. Right.
Yeah.
So the thing is but there's a whole other history. The thing is, a lot of my friends are talking about all of this. And I'm like, how many are you doing about it? Exactly why I'm coming home program at Riverside Church.
Right.
And then I do Bronx Connect, which is an alternative to incarceration program in the Bronx. But the thing is you know, I like you because you're out here doing something about it. You don't just talk about it.
No, I'm coming out here.
But they're already doing the chips in prison.
Yeah. Yo, in Sweden, oh my God, that had to be Satan. Last week, an Asian guy from Sweden came because in Sweden, they're ahead of America with the microchips. Like using cash over there is like that's archaic. Everything is card or the chip. I said, you from Sweden? I know you know about the microchip. He said, yeah. I got the microchip in my neck. You want to see it? And he showed. I said, you got to be kidding. He said, yo, I got the microchip. That's in my neck.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So that is going to be the new mind. That's the new currency.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because they want to see and know your every move.
Right.
You see,
but
because
they can also track you with that.
Yeah.
You know, the other thing a lot of people don't realize too, and I'm telling you because I don't want to sound like I'm crazy,
right.
But I look at stuff, and it's like with all the satellites on the world, they're not only going to be able to tell where you are, they're going to tell you exactly what floor you're on in the building. You're going to know exactly what train you're on. You're going to know exactly where you are and how high up the ground you are.
Right.
But it's frightening.
It is frightening. But you don't even know what's in that microchip.
Right.
If it can control you mentally, if they can shut your shit up. We don't know. That's what the Bible says. If any man will receive that, in Revelation the 13th chapter, you're also going to drink the wrath of the Most High.
Right.
Because this place going the same way Sodom and Gomorrah went down, the same way America's going to go down.
See, what happened too is, I'll tell you another thing too, is in different parts of the country, and especially like in Mexico, they put these chips in cows and cattle. Farmers are going out and they're finding like big parts of their cows have exploded. And the thing is now the thing is the Illuminati. Did you hear about that movie Kingsman?
Kingsman, no.
They put the microchips in people, and then when they disobey, they blow up.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, so the thing is it's like, but they you know, with the typical Illuminati, they made it look like really, really funny and this and that, and everybody's head was blowing up like a mushroom cloud, like an atom bomb.
Right.
But the thing is they've been doing this for years. But the thing is they tested it in animals. And do you know where else they tested the microchip to do good for Americans? It's in your dog.
Yeah, they try with animals first.
But do you know the dogs, after a while, something happens and the dog loses all their fur. They get a mark.
So it's cancerous.
Right.
Because it don't belong in your body.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? It don't belong in your body.
Yeah.
I want to get 2 more scriptures on World War III.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
This is 2 Ezra 16 verse 12. He's going into the end times, Ezra. He said, the earth quaketh and the foundations thereof. The sea riseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, before the glory of his power. For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot in the ends of the world. You know what he's talking about? He said the foundation of earth is going to rock, the waves going to come up, when the archer bend the bow when it's going to be shot to the ends of the world.
Right.
You read it.
So it'll cause an earthquake.
That's what the Bible, Isaiah tells me. They say the earth is going to rock to and fro like a drum. Russia hit America with missiles, America hit Russia, Iran hit America, America hit Iran. I tell you the earth is going to move off its axis. That's right before the sun and egg.
Let me ask you a question. What's going on with the Rome walls?
Yes.
The Russians.
No, the Russians, that's what the Bible called Gog and Magog. They're the main ones that's going to bring down America. in Ezekiel the 38th chapter. Matter of fact, since I'm there, we go there. See, these are all prophecies. See, the majority of these churches, they're not going to bring this out. Number one, they don't know it. And two, if they do know it, it's not a profitable message. See what I'm saying? Because they only need a 501c3 trial. I don't know if whatever church you're a part of, but if your pastor, if he do know about these things, he's obligated not to bring it out.
Right.
Because the government would take away his tax exemption status and their stipends.
Right.
So the way the government controls you is through your leaders.
Right.
You can't preach about no martial law, the chip, and all that coming out. They would take all those amenities away from you, man.
So, I'm sorry, I want to listen to this, but I got to ask you another time. So I go home and I do a search engine on Bruce Jenner as a woman. YouTube?
Yeah, Married with Children and Family Guy. And you'll see for yourself.
Married with Children was on almost 20 years ago.
So it was all just like the Illuminati playing card game was almost 20, 30 years ago. So this is nothing new what they're doing. They've been planning these out years ago.
See, now another thing too is, what do you know about the reptilians?
Well,
Have you ever watched Family Guy where the reptilian tongue comes out the mouth?
Right, well, you know, we don't.
On that?
No, you know, we don't believe that, no reptile. But they are serpents.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Their characteristics, they're very subtle. Like these politicians, they'll come out here like they're for the people. They give the poor hope. But everything they're doing is against you, man.
Right.
See what I'm saying? I'm going to read a scripture on the Illuminati. The Bible talks about them. Because you had other societies had secret societies. The Egyptians had their secret society. The Babylonians had their secret societies. Men that could read the stars of the heavens. They called them the wise men of Babylon. Right. Same thing in the Illuminati. They that's why they put on the all-seeing eye at the back of the $1. Means we see and know everything. Right. Let me get a scripture. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 15. Woe unto them, destruction unto them, that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord. That's what this is playing. Because it shut off on me, man. It says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? And that's what they say. When the 9/11, that was Osama bin Laden. That's what they say. Who seeth us and who knoweth us? Right. You see what I'm saying? Like all these GMOs, the oil spills, polluting the air. That's all the so-called Illuminati. All these wars in the Middle East. Right. That's all them. And that's what they say. Who seeth us and who knoweth us, man? Get one more.
Let me ask you another quick question. So what's your take on the royal families?
What royal families? The Queen of England and those people? Yeah. They're all a part of it. Yeah. Because it's all levels. You have the 13 banking families. Then you have the Trilateral Commission, which are 120 most powerful. And they're also part of it. All of these people are blood drinkers. All of these people eat babies behind the Pope. That's why what's this Ratzinger stepped down, because the Italian media claimed they had footage of them actually raping little boys behind closed doors in the Vatican, and actually eating them. So they gave him the ultimatum: if you're going to step down, or we're going to release it through an unknown source. So of course he said he was sick and he stepped down. That's bullshit. When you're a pope, you're supposed to be a pope until your death. But they was going to release all that. Wow. You see what I'm saying? But they say, who seeth us, who knoweth us, like Christ said. I'm going to read a scripture. Luke chapter 8, verse 17. This is what the church is supposed to be doing, man. Instead of jumping up and down and rolling on the ground, man. Warn people what's about to come, man. And every 5 seconds passing a damn plate around, man. Luke 8:17. This is Christ. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither any hid. Read that again. Neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. So like Christ said, whatever in darkness is going to come to light. All they plans once upon a time nobody knew about. Now everybody knows about it now through the internet. That's why Jay Rockefeller said the internet was one of the worst things ever created, because a lot of their secrets got exposed. It's no longer secret. Like the average person ain't supposed to be able to break down the Illuminati. That's just not supposed to be.
No, there's riddled throughout music. They're riddled throughout music. They're all in music.
Oh man, that music industry is satanic.
Tell me again.
I said the music industry is satanic.
Absolutely.
And they use that to control the young people.
Yep.
Like I want to get into something later on. You see that new game they call Charlie?
You know, I'm gonna be really, really honest with you. I don't turn my radio on anymore.
Right.
I don't know a lot of shit that's going on. So I'm sorry I keep swearing.
Nah, it's right.
But the thing is I respect you, so I shouldn't be doing that. Because once I say it, it's in your mind.
Nah. We all men. We don't care. You know,
but
that don't offend me.
The thing is I just started turning electronics off. You know, and the funny thing is it's like after this whole Bruce Jenner thing on the red. You know, I was on Facebook and we just got all these people like, no, he's not the bravest man. He's not the bravest woman. You know who the bravest woman is to me? Is the woman who gets raped and keeps her baby. No, that's bravery. That's brave. No, that's brave.
Yeah, that's what's that brave.
The thing is the woman who has to get up every day and feed all of her children and go to work hungry. That's brave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
that's what a woman is supposed to be doing.
Right.
Or what a man's supposed to be doing, take care of family, whatever the case is. Right. This guy was literally Captain America.
Right.
A manly man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to turn into a woman. That's so disgraceful. That's shameful. What example are they showing me?
Right.
They causing confusion. Like, there's going to be no more gender roles no more. Right. You want intelligence between a man or a woman. Right. And that's what the Illuminati call for, the chaos.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? While, like you said, while everybody distracted on that, they're really passing all kind of legislation to further put you in slavery. You see what I'm saying?
No, I totally get it.
They pass all kind of secret legislation.
You know, it's funny though, you got all those people smiling. Now I'll tell you another thing. Is this picture here? Have you ever seen any of the Russian propaganda posters from the late 1700s? I mean, the late teens, like 1917 to 1923. You got all the people looking in the same direction. Everybody's looking in the same direction.
Really?
You got the same profile. You got 100 people, the red background, and they're all like, you know, man, woman, child, they're all looking. And what do you see over here? Flat. But they're all smiling, they're all happy, they're all healthy. They all got food in their stomach, they all got bread, you know, they're all warm, they all got new clothes, you know, after World War I. But the whole thing is you look at this stuff, and the whole thing is what people don't get is the devil's not an originator, he's an imitator. But basically each generation just does the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, it's
it gets better and better. You know, because I'm sorry to interrupt, but Hitler with the House of Congress is the same exact thing as 9/11.
Yeah.
Because after he took on the House of Congress, he said it's the terrorists. I'm going to put this country under house arrest. And then he was able to do everything that he wanted to do.
You ever heard of Nero Caesar?
Yes.
He did the same thing. He burned down all the buildings in Rome, and he blamed it on the Christians. He said, you see, the Christians. So he was justified by doing that and throwing him in the arenas. Like, they could never have brought this 15 years ago, because there would have been too much rebellion.
Right.
But now they brought down the buildings. They blamed it on the phantom enemy.
Right.
Then Bush passed the Patriot Act. And then later on, Obama passed the NDA, NDRP. Basically, that's making the new face of terrorism is the so-called American people.
Right.
Everybody now is an enemy of the state.
Right.
Anybody now can be a terrorist. That's just a buzzword.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They try to fixate it on Islam, but it's really everybody now.
Right.
That's why they're doing, and look up when you go home too, Jade, Jade, Helm, HELM 15. Those are military drills they're doing in pretty much, I think, about 10 to 15 states.
Or they're going into people's homes, right?
They doing that. Some people said they wanted to know why in Texas. Why is there armored vehicles going up and down the street? Why is there black helicopters? And the government excuses get ready to war overseas. But they said we've not always been going to war overseas, and we never seen this on regular streets. You have bases to do your exercise. Why you on regular civilian streets for armored vehicles? Because you guys, they're preparing for civil unrest. So they're preparing how to detain people. You see what I'm saying? Because they know all hell is about to break loose in this country. They know the economy is going to fall. They know it's going to be a famine. They see all these police shooting, racial tension is building, so the government is getting ready. While people are out here being entertained and acting like a bunch of fools. The government, they getting ready. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
This martial law is going to be swift, man. But you know, at the end of the day, it's all prophesied. Because Christ spoke in these times, man. It's going to be the worst time ever the earth has ever seen before he comes back.
Right.
That's where you got to have faith, man. You know, and that's why I try to come out here and warn our people what's about to happen, man. And put the videos up on YouTube. And then there's other brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when all hell break loose, I ain't going to be out here preaching. The martial law's out here. I ain't going to be out here, man. You know what I'm saying? My job is done as far as prophesying. You know?
Yep.
We ain't gonna be out here, man. So the whole point is to repent, get your act together, come back to your nationality, start building up your faith, man. Because the time is at hand. Get a scripture, Revelation, Romans 13. Romans 13 and 11. This is what the Bible says. And that knowing the time, and that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. The Bible said it's high time, man. Like when the sun is at its highest at noonday, the signs is too evident for you to still be ignorant.
Right.
Now more than ever. Because you literally see it happen. Before it was just hearsay. Only people of that really circumspect really know what's going on. But now you literally see it now. And now they're not hiding anything, man. Everybody know about Jade. Everybody, you see the microchip. Right. You see the martial law in Baltimore and Ferguson. That was just a trial run. The Boston bombing. Those were trial runs, man. And I saw they had armored vehicles out there. People said they thought it was a third world country. Right. Military Humvees. You're not supposed to have. The police not supposed to have that. But they federalized the police. Everybody's becoming one. Yeah, but you say you don't put on electronics. I'll feel you because there's a lot of functions on it. But at the same time, and turn it on and look at the news and see what's happening, man. Because let me ask you, let me read this and I'm asking. Romans 13:11. It says, and that knowing the time, and that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe, man. So now, I know what I'm going to do spiritually. But when you see all hell starting to break loose in America, right? What's your plan of action? What's your contingency plan?
I'm hoping I'm taken away.
Right.
You gotta ask for that. I was going to inside church. One day I just walked out of there because I asked one of the pastors. So Bible study was being.
You know, we in church right now, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah.
2 or more.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the pastor said to me, I said, I don't understand why upstairs they're teaching us that God's unisex. You just have to be open.
Who said that? The pastor said God is a unisex?
God is unisex. Got it.
So, you know what happened to him in the ancient world if he said that? Yes. You get stoned to death.
The thing is what I did is I just stopped doing it. This is all I just did. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing is, she said, you need to keep it open mind. Now, in my apartment building the other day, why did you stop on the side? I said, because they think God is a believer.
God is a believer.
I said, how is God supposed to come back and find his bride? How is Jesus supposed to come back and find his bride if he's a believer?
But the Bible sees it. And the reason why he could say that, and the average person would probably believe him, because they don't read the Bible. The Bible doesn't read the scripture.
Sometimes, not sometimes, there are times where there's just a connection in my heart.
Because the Bible is just
That is the Holy Spirit. Yeah. Exactly. The thing is, so I just found it. I'm like, okay, that's what you believe. And I left. Right. The thing is, and she like looked at me like, the whole thing is a shit crazy. It's like, well, you gotta be more open. I'm like, no.
We don't need to be open. First of all, the Bible is already written. This is the reason why God put the Spirit on the prophets and the apostles to write these things down. This is your instruction. This is your manual.
Right.
You want to be saved? You want to be delivered? Follow this.
Right.
If you say anything outside of this, that's a heresy.
Right.
If I say it's okay for you to be a homosexual, your brother, you got to be open-minded. The Bible clearly tells you that's against God's law.
Right.
God, and he gave you an example of what he did to a whole town that did those actions.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
He burned it down.
But also Noah sent his son away.
Who, Noah?
Noah did. Noah's son was looking at him.
Oh no, he's looking at him naked.
He was looking at him naked.
Yeah, and he mocked him.
Oh, see, because my thing is, I was told that the son looked at him in a perverse way, and that's why he was sent away.
No. What it was when Noah,
this discussion.
yeah, when
I'm
Noah.
not saying I'm always right, but I mean,
No. You're right. Because what it was, because all he saw was water for those 40 days, so he got drunk.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he caught hell, man. So after he drunk and he got nice, he was naked, and then his son Ham looked upon him, and he started like mocking him.
okay,
Here is your father naked and drunk, and you there mocking him.
right.
So his other two sons, Japheth and Shem, they didn't look at him naked. They walked backwards.
He's been
And they put his clothes on him. So Noah had the Most High showed Noah in the dream what his son did.
Right.
So when he got up, he cursed not his son. The cursing fell on his son's son, his grandson, Canaan.
Okay.
That's why the Israelites, that's why we were justified in going in the land of Canaan, kicking them out the land, because of what their father Ham did. That was a justification for that. Remember when God said go in the land and kill everybody? That was a fulfillment of that curse.
No, I'm glad we had this conversation because there's things that I get, and I'm confused about, or I got to revisit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this one scripture you can bring out if you haven't seen them, Exodus 15:3. It says, "The Lord is a man of war.
Right.
The Lord is his name."
Right.
And the word, when you look the word Lord, it gives you his name in Hebrew.
Right.
So it let you know the Heavenly Father, and it says he's a man of war.
Right.
The Heavenly Father loves war. I mean,